everybody. Let me say thank you very much for inviting me. It's my pleasure. I'm very happy to be here. So this is my session. I would like to start with this question. The invisible path of innovation. It seems I have to run a little bit. So the title of this forum is I'd like to change the order of the elements. Is creativity, knowledge, innovation. What does it mean? I think the vision 2030 as a main goal, it's innovation for the country. So I would like to take this example. I have a friend, his name is Omar. Omar is a child 7 years old. So in 2030, he will be 20. So we can say that he will be the future of this country. On 2050, he will be 40. So I would like to to ask, what does Omar need for this vision to innovate the country? Let's start with the definition of innovation. It's something that we can see, something that the market, the consumer, it solves some needs. On the market, there is somebody that can pay for this. But this is a definition for business and for individuals. But what would be the definition for a country? For a country, is innovation if a new idea leads to new wealth and improve the well-being of society. I think this is the main focus of this country. So, some example. Is that creativity for you? I don't think so, because there is no, it's not innovation, it's just creativity, because there is no knowledge, no human benefit. But to give you an example, a friend of mine developed this medical device to reduce lesion brain after acute brain damage. We can see there is a knowledge, there is creativity, and this leads to innovation. So the ingredients of innovation are knowledge. We need to know. We need to know the digital, the technology. We need to know everything, but we need to use in a creativity way to find a good solution. Another ingredient of the innovation is the design. Design is the process to turn the idea in real solution. But what happens in our brain when we have some knowledge? We have some point in our brain, and when we create value, when we innovate, we create new links between this data. So the first things, the basis is the knowledge, because we need to know. After we know, we have information and data in our brain, we can link this, we can make a new connection. When this happens when we are relaxed, when we, after sleeping, in holiday, daydreaming, this is not enough, because we also need to be prepared. So knowledge again is important. We need passion, we need to be courageous, and we need to be, don't be afraid to be wrong. So I would like to ask if you remember when this started for everybody of us, this process. It was when we have these all elements in our brain. It was when we learned the creativity process in our mind. It was when we were children, because when we are children, we learn how to create. I underline the word wrong, because it's very important, this word. So there is some playing on magazine when I was a child. There is written, don't go out after the space with the dots. But this is the normal result if we use it. But why we don't go something different? What happens if we go out of this space? I'm not a painter, but it's something better than before. So it seems that our education system limits our creativity. Also, sometimes it kills our creativity. So we need to improve and change. We need to teach creativity, to be innovative. Because if from an expert, Ken Robinson, because I have to run. I'm afraid to be. Sir Robinson said that creativity is the most important thing. Also Picasso said that everybody of us was born with creativity, but when we grow up, we reduce this creativity because we are afraid to be wrong. So everything is a matter of perspective. We need to teach to see things in different way. I'm sorry. Because innovation is something, different solution that otherwise we never find innovation, we never find a good solution. This is an example, very simple example. This is a garden, horizontal garden. If we change perspective, it's a vertical garden. It's a very nice design building in Milan, in Italy. So to continue on this aspect, this is Mona Lisa from Leonardo. Maybe it's not innovation, but the value is quite big. Leonardo da Vinci was a genius because he was an engineer, was a doctor, was an architect, was a poet. So the reason why he did so many discoveries because he asked a question that nobody else did. So he see things in different ways. As he was creative, he was logic. So if you consider our brain, to innovate, we need to know, we need to create in different way. If you look at our brain, we have two parts, logic and creative part. What makes innovation, what makes innovation possible is a full brain. So we should teach our children to, it's our experience, to use both sides of the brain. Sorry. You have 1 more minute. Okay. This is an example of our method. In Italy, Montessori method, the slogan is, help me to do it by myself. Because I want to learn. It's a method, as you know, is learning by doing and learning by playing. Linking what I like to do with the learning process. So if I have to run. If you also, the World Economic Forum said that creativity is one of the top skills in the future, in 2020 and after that. So I want to give you an example of this creativity process. If you look at the process of Omar stay at home with the family. He go to the school, he go to the university, he live in the city and at work and society. So this is the innovation path, because the innovation journey, and since it's learning by doing and learning by playing, we consider that each touch point we consider an innovation journey. We should change approach. So what we can do is change all these touch points in innovation labs, place where we teach creativity and innovation. For example, a smart learning city. It should be a learning environment, learning by doing creativity environment. We need also infrastructure. An example, just my proposal, all these innovation labs should be linked in a network. There is another inside, outside of the country. Another idea could be an innovation platform for all these people in all these innovation point. If we use a learning platform for everybody, we give knowledge, we boost creativity and innovation, and we get innovation from everybody. It could be a crowd innovation platform.
Thank you, Mr. Massimo, and we will back, inshallah, in the conversation.
This is the summary. So what we can do, this is the innovation path where we innovate, but where we learn to innovate. So at the end, to innovate, we need knowledge, creativity, we need curiosity, and we need passion. A guy said, I'm no special talent, I'm passionately curious. It was Einstein. So keep the child alive, you. Thank you very much.